Did it not play the intro video? Did it just?
Oh, look
Nope.
what he did. He didn't
Where's
even
our
get
intro
his...
video?
Oh,
man.
you know, he messed up when we...
What's up, everybody? We're
Hey.
excited to be back, and we have friends with us.
It's always good to have friends.
That was awkward how it didn't play like it was supposed to. I swear that wasn't me.
Who else would it be?
StreamYard? Why can't we blame them? Okay,
That's incorrect, though. You can...
Jess, you can introduce yourself. You got your mask.
I'm the adorable Omnidog from Omnidog's Vault on YouTube.
We got our friend Ryan Bragg,
Ryan?
Dark Empire, and someone who had some success at the art auction, Razor Ramen, who was my airport buddy. Happy Saturday. Sup,
Nice.
dudes? What's a friend's? Who's a friend? Why is a friend? You know? But guys, today's an exciting day because me and Chris weren't here. Chris, who has probably missed one show in the history of this show, missed last week because we were at Heroes Con together, and Jess was there and BJ was there. Guys, did you guys get anything cool? Any fun stories?
Did we miss it?
If it didn't happen, was it missed?
It happened.
It did happen.
Taylor and Jordan were there. You know, keeping the light burning. Jordan told me that Taylor didn't realize that the point of the show was to sell books for OPB. So every time Jordan was like, "You picking this up?" Taylor's like, "What? No." Like I read my Clay Pot comics. You know, where's the Fantagraphics at? And it's like, Taylor, we're supposed to be slanging books for our sponsor that takes care of us. You know. But so I guess we'll start with Jordan. Is your mic cutting out?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, he's there. Now he's there. I guess we'll start with BJ. BJ, talk to us about your Heroes Con experience.
Heroes Con was pretty good. It was dope. I only did one day this year. It was a Saturday trip. It's thundering here, by the way, but I brought my oldest daughter with me this time. So it was part like, you know, heartwarming, charming father-son or father-daughter trip, and then part like dragging my daughter around to things that she has no interest in. And it just kind of teeter-tottered throughout the day. But I got to introduce her to a lot of really cool creators I've befriended over the years. So she met Stephanie Williams and Dennis Cowan. I think Dennis Cowan's sister is like our auntie now. I feel like that's so it was a cool experience for that reason. Of course, we hosted the panel, myself, Botter, and Devin from Cosmic Lion Productions. Eli, his name is Eli. It's not Devin at all. Anyway,
don't worry, this isn't live. We'll fix it in the editing.
I appreciate that. So yeah, that was fun. The panel was fun. As far as things I got, I did buy some things. Ed Piskor designed a set of Public Enemy action figures some years ago, and you can still find them on eBay if you're willing to pay like $180 to $200. But his family was there at the con selling them for $100. So I bought one of 2 packs that they had remaining. And so I bought those. I didn't buy a lot. I bought a custom short box for my Milestone comics.
Nice.
Dennis Cowan then signed. And then I paid Dennis to remark a Black Panther hardcover for me. So
rad.
Yeah, I didn't buy a lot, but I did come home with a lot.
Yeah, and that's cool. Getting things signed, getting things remarked. I feel like it just makes things more fun. Also, I feel like I'm the kind of person where I'd rather like spend the $100 for the person's family than some scalper on eBay. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like when me and Chris met Craig Thompson, we were like he was debating like, is it just cheaper on Amazon or whatever? But then you don't get the remark and the signature, you know? So it's
well, we didn't
Chris,
know that until he started doing it.
I don't know. I had a feeling he seemed like the type.
Chris, no feeling. You just guessing.
Chris had 2 massive tubs to my 1 tub. He is the most efficient at getting signatures I've ever seen. Like he just makes a plan, he sticks to it, and he's good to go. Like So, Chris,
And
how was
so
your
what was it
experience?
like having an agent of chaos in your house for 4 days as you shepherded Jake around?
What?
It's a lot different from having me in your house, right?
I mean, was he in my house? He seemed to have late nights and going into seedier places, as he admitted in chat streams too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was like it started out the first night we ran me and Chris ran errands and ate ground turkey, and the last night I was eating Waffle House in the morning with our Uber Eats driver. So definitely an unraveling into debauchery by the end of that trip, you know.
But that pony was out of the house, and we had enough.
I will say that I got along with Chris's cat though. I've been hearing horror stories for years, and
yeah.
Cat was the sweetest little baby I'd ever met.
No, he's the criminal that other politicians campaign off of.
Chris's dog is the only thing I've ever met that's needier than I am. So that was.
Oh my God, what a statement!
That's possible.
What kind of dog was it?
It's a beagle mix. So she doesn't act like a beagle until you kind of come near the house, and then she has her beagle bark, and that's
Oh,
otherwise
boy.
otherwise she grunts and moans.
Yeah. Jordan, you didn't go to Heroes Con, so we'll skip over you. Unless you have any cool books to show off in your hall.
I do, but going because I need to grab them. They're on the desk.
Yeah. Okay. OmniDog, you went to Heroes Con. We had a good night knocking back flavored waters on Friday night.
Yeah,
I think you closed the bar down, right?
I did with Omar. Yeah. I'm glad and happy that I got there early Thursday night. I spent the early evening with Jewish Dragons, and then we met up with Lars and Melanie and Omar, and we went to dinner. Then we got ice cream, and then those guys all went to the Westin to get drinks and hopefully run into some creator out in the wild. So, of course, since I got lost, it took me an hour to find the convention center when it was really only a 3-minute walk away, because she said, I could have sworn she said 2 blocks down and then right, and it's only 1 block down and then 2 blocks that way. And it's a super easy walk, and it was hot, and I put on 4 miles. I looked at my iPhone and I walked 4 miles looking for that thing. And when I finally got there, I almost passed out because I saw Chris and Jake.
Yeah, you look tired. I think luckily Matt found you and saved you, I feel like, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he just Maniac Matt just randomly texted me, just got my badge. And I said, oh my God, dude, where are you? Somehow we've got to figure this out, because GPS for walking is worthless. It kept telling me I was at the venue when I was in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. And I'm like,
yeah,
arguing with my phone. This is NASCAR. This is not what I want ever.
But you got some cool stuff though, right? On Friday.
I did. Yeah. Friday was great. Because I was sick all day Saturday. I never left my hotel room.
I have that effect on people.
For you.
No, it's my pain, my chronic pain. If I get a big, if I get a big pain burst that lasts all day, I get nauseated, and that's what the nausea kept me pinned down. But I don't feel bad because I got so much good stuff signed, and I met so many fun people that follow us on YouTube.
Or follow some of us.
You and not me.
Hey, it happened to me too, though. I had someone come up that said, "Oh my gosh, you're Bunkmaster B on comics," and then Bunk goes, "Well, hey, Jake from the Brave and the Boys and Omar from Near Mint Condition are here," and he goes, "Who?" So it happened. It happened both ways. I didn't get to enjoy our story that long.
That never happened to me.
You didn't get recognized by anyone?
I got a package.
I hope you do, man. Let's bust it open. One time I was excited to show a package off with a stream with BJ, and he goes, "I don't care." And I didn't open my package. He was like, "I want to get a Mortal Hulk." And I go, "Oh, I just got that in today. Let me show you." And then he didn't want to see it.
I didn't get it, so no, you don't get to show it off.
Yeah, that's exactly what that energy was. Like, don't. If I'm telling you my grail and you're like, "Oh, I have that right here,"
I got duplicates, one to read and one to keep in the shrink wrap.
I got multiples of this thing that you want really bad. Why would you do that?
Is that what it was?
I feel like I am a generous lover with books now. So,
Yeah, that look that,
not sure why
that
you're
look that
talking
Jordan
about
just gave you is exactly what we all feel.
So so I got a lot of books signed. The complete highlight of the day was the drink and draw, where we met so many viewers. It was great.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I would go again just for that, just to go to the drink and draw and meet various people in real life, because that was great. And I was standing, I have a bunch of stuff here that I did get signed on Friday, but about 2:30 Friday, I was getting ready to go back to the hotel just to rest up for a little bit. I was standing there with Jewish Dragons, and in walks this guy, Michael Allred. He walks in and he goes, "I know you, Omni Dog," and he sticks out his hand to fist bump me. He said, "We're late. I got to get my guest badge." And poor information lady did not know what he was talking about. I don't know if she was there to sell candy or what she was doing, because she did not know what he wanted. And I just said, "I can show you, Michael." And we walked over to the guest room where he signed in, got his badge, and we fist bumped goodbye. And I'm never washing this bump hand again, because it was awesome. And I'm glad. And Jake was nice enough to get me two things. Oh, wait, let me get this one thing.
I got to make sure to show off my stuff.
Oh, he's grabbing that. Here's what was in the box.
Nice.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you.
Wait, Jess, did you not get it? Because I remember you saying you weren't going to get it, and I was like, I bet you he is.
I really did not enjoy that run.
But one of the issues is good. There's one relevant issue.
The first issue?
Yeah, that book's rad. I got that.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of artist edition, Mr. Miracle.
It's unwieldy.
As he drops it on air, damages it beyond recognition.
And that's enough of that.
So, Jake got me a Space Age, Superman Space Age. Oh, sorry.
That's rad.
That is awesome.
That's really cool. Rad.
I was doing the new solicits this morning and last night, and I saw the new Black Panther Omni coming out, and there's some dope covers for the new one. I think, did he do one of the covers for the new one that's coming out? Was there? I think your mic's muted.
My bad. Dang, that means y'all didn't hear anything I was saying a second ago. But
we're just ignoring you.
Right. But no, he's doing the standard cover is
nice.
The cover for Marvel Fanfare number 60, which is great because that's one of my favorite Black Panther covers, and I don't own it. So
yeah, rad. And Jess, you were showing something cool off.
Yeah. Jake was nice enough to get me, because Michael Allred and Laura Allred's line was a 3-hour wait. It went almost out the building. And so Jake got me a Superman Space Age. Oh, here it is right here. Signed by, I can tell they were pretty tired at this point. It's just and very long, but it definitely is. And then David from Organic Priced Books drew me this awesome T-shirt, and Jake got it signed by the Allreds. So
yeah, he did a good job.
I have a bone to pick with
really
David. That is now the second custom shirt that I've seen that David drew for someone. I did not.
Signature.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, BJ. I still haven't gotten mine yet.
He just needs to know what character you guys want, and they will happen. He wants to make them for all the YouTubers because he wants to like make draw merch, but like we can't sell merch we don't have the licenses for. So at the bare minimum, he just wants to like, hook you guys all up with shirts. So,
and I can't ever wash this, so maybe I should frame it. I'll have Patty steam it. No, I really want to wear it. I don't know. I can't ever wash it.
Yeah, I think CG. Who does the grading? I think they grade
CGC?
T-shirts now. Yeah, CGC.
Definitely not cheap graphic.
The plastic.
Oh yeah, who?
9.6. Yeah.
That's rad.
Untouched.
So, I got a bunch of other stuff signed that I can show.
Got a few things I can show off too.
Yeah, Chris. I mean, Chris, you have more than a few things. You had 2 giant tubs. So let's see what you got, man.
All right, so I've got 2 limited edition posters from Todd Nock, who did Young Justice and now has done the first issue with Mark Waid on the history of the DC universe. So this was his
Ooh.
Young Justice, number 26 out of 200.
Wow.
And then he also had a Spider-Verse one. as well.
Oh, that's
This is
great. looking.
Number 22 out of 300. So that was nice. And then I've never gone to Heroes Con on a Sunday. I am forever changing that because
Yes.
Sunday is the biggest, like, quiet area that you could ever get signatures, meeting people. It's so chill. So I took a chance on Sunday and brought my entire Fables trade paperbacks because I wasn't lucky enough to get the deluxe editions, and took them to Mark Buckingham, and I was first in line for him that morning, and he said absolutely in his lovely, charming self. And in 150, he did a nice little remark.
Nice.
But he signed every one of my trades and the few hardcovers. The encyclopedia was pretty cool too. He's such a pleasant individual.
He was the one that was hanging out at our table at the drink and draw, right?
Yes, he was doing all the Fantastic Four, the Alf.
Oh, that's who Mark Buckingham is.
Yes. And then I got Xander Cannon to match Gene Huz's remark in top 10.
Nice.
And yes, Jake was laughing at me. The Allreds did sign every one of the Mad Men library editions. He was dressed as Black Bolt, which was pretty cool.
You know, I think he might make those costumes himself on a 3D printer because his Instagram is full of those custom-made outfits.
Oh, we got our friend with a super chat. Loving the epic crossover with BJ, Chris, and adorable Jess.
What up, Safar? Good
Where's
to see you.
me?
Hey.
Where's the J?
You're the
Oh,
other.
Brave and the
Bee.
Bold.
Lovely remarks.
I don't even know my own branding.
You thought it was bed and breakfast?
I got to tell Craig Thomas this book changed my life in college.
Nice.
Oh, hold on, wait, Chris.
I know you got. Oh yes, exactly. And you got.
Oh, but
There you
where's
go.
your drawing, Jordan?
My drawing is the book.
My trunk is the book. And Nick Dragotta was pretty impressed having all the East to West, including the quote-unquote elusive year 3. He says, "Oh, you have the elusive year 3," but he drew a nice little remark of death in there.
I can't leak anything, but maybe those might not be so elusive pretty soon.
Come on, they're elusive right now. That's all I need to know.
That sounds like a leak to me, but
Yeah,
Yeah, you basically.
I didn't say
admitted it.
anything.
I'd say that balloon has burst. It's no leak anymore.
Oh, is it the milestone one?
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, that
this
is cool.
isn't
Oh,
done.
the
My
milestone
bad.
box.
wait, this is the milestone box. And so I bought it and immediately took it to Dennis's table. And so he signed it.
Oh, cool.
That's
That's what you gotta
awesome.
do.
I think the coolest part was like he had signed this and the Black Panther book for me. And you know, his sister is like doing all the admin stuff and charging people or whatever. And so the dentist goes, "Oh, there's no charge for this guy." And his sister
Wow.
goes, "I wasn't going to charge BJ." And so that was just a fun moment.
Nice.
Got a nice remark on my Transformers from DWJ.
Rad.
And then, because of Jake's urging, I brought the Kickstarter signature edition, and goodness gracious,
Yeah, that was
we
very
got a
cool.
solo layout that.
Whoa. Look at all that.
Well, Jake was like, "Why don't you bring it?" I said, "It's huge. He's already signed it." And we mentioned it in line, and DWJ was like, "No, bring it. I don't care if the line's like huge. You come in. I'm gonna give you a nice little remark like that." So
And was that on
Even-
Sunday?
No, that
Oh,
was
Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, wow.
So it was really cool meeting Dennis Cowan in person. I actually got a heads up on the shipments coming in for the book because I only did the digital order. But once I saw the book in person for his art book, I was able to get a contact there to get on the reserve list for when they come in a couple of weeks. That was cool. I'll tell you what, Tim Seeley, I was not expecting this, and Jake I know got it too, but nice little Nightwing remarks in our
cool.
Grayson books.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Did he give you a different style in each Nightwing book, or was it the same one?
Let me check Grayson. Same thing.
Got it.
Similar.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame it. Got to be consistent.
Paul McGrew is asking if I got any interviews at Heroes Con. I did not. Yeah, this was as laid back of a trip as it could be, besides the fact that I had to do a panel.
Which again, that was a really good panel. You guys did a good job.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
We got Razor saying, but Hickman said he'd never reprint it. Then maybe not. And then dollar sign emojis, but I don't know what that's in reference to.
Money. He needs.
I think to all the remarks.
So I had a good time. And I got myself a blankets, and I also got Jordan a blankets because this book is out of print. And
Mm-hmm.
can't beat
I
that.
didn't know that.
Monk loves that book, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
awesome.
good.
It's great.
I also got 2 of his other books. I'm halfway through Ginseng Root. I will say I think I like blankets a lot more. The memoir stuff in Ginseng Roots is cool, but then there's a lot of stuff on ginseng, and I don't know. It's not my favorite root vegetable.
However, it's good. It's good on kombucha.
Is ginseng a root vegetable, or are you thinking of ginger?
Ginger. That's
no,
what
ginseng is a
ginseng.
root.
No, ginseng. Yeah, ginseng's a
Like,
root.
then this is my Grayson omnibus. So this was really cool, and he didn't charge for this.
No, he didn't. I was impressed by I was happy to pay for any kind of remarks, and they just started doing it. So I was like, all right, cool.
I got, so this had already been signed by Mark Wade, and now he said, and me. So Mike and Laura Allred signed this.
That's so cool.
Then this was really fun. This was my icebreaker story. So when I had met Dan Slott, he said, if you ever meet Mike, get him to fix it. So I told Mike that story, and he laughed, and he wrote masterpiece and an arrow and drew a heart on it. So
Aw.
that was his way of saying, I'm not fixing it. I'm not doing any. I'm not doing any. Yeah.
Jake, highlight yourself and show that. Could you please?
Yeah, of
So we
course.
can see it. Yeah. So Dan Slott drew something.
Yep.
Yeah, he drew a Silver Surfer and said, to my friend in time and space, and then told me if I ever meet Mike, ask him to fix the drawing.
He called it a
Yeah.
masterpiece. I see.
Masterpiece. Got
And
it.
he drew a little heart and said, I don't need to fix a masterpiece. So
Nice.
They are two amazing people. They are so nice.
and when I met Dan, he teased that after a history of the universe thing, him and Mike will be working on something again, but it's not, and I asked Mike that, and he said, I can't talk about it, but yes.
Well, what he did tell us, get ready for not only Wonder Woman coming,
Mhm.
but he said get ready Wonder Woman Gold, but like Golden Age, I think he was calling it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
And
then Justice League New Age is
Mhm.
happening,
Oh.
Yeah.
and that'll conclude the epic.
And then I got my Historia remark of the
That's-
decapitated head.
That's awesome.
And
Damn. Wish I wasn't sick on Saturday.
I'll tell you
He-
what, though, I am blown away by what had lines, like who had lines and who didn't.
yes,
Like,
it was like
Like,
Klaus Janson for me, and John Romita Jr. had no line the whole weekend.
John Romita Jr. didn't?
At one point, yeah, there were different points where he had absolutely no lines. Same thing with Jurgens. Jurgens like went ebbed and flowed. Jenny Flass was everyone's just like, I mean, she's an amazing artist. I mean, not saying she doesn't deserve the line. I think everyone was kind of surprised because I went to go see Jose Garcia Lopez to sign my style guide, and I thought that was the huge line. And they're like, oh no, that's for Jenny. You can go right up to Jose. And I was like, dude, he's a legend.
Yeah. When I met Don McGregor, it's just him and his wife sitting at the table, and his table is like in Scotty Young's line.
Yeah.
And so
Oh yeah, Scotty Young had a always has gigantic.
every year his line is insane. But
when you flash back like 10 years ago, he was giving away his art, just outright giving it away. And now look how far. I mean, literally, Jake and I were going through his portfolio, and we literally are next to a piece of art that's $12,000
Wow.
for sale.
Dennis
My
Cowan,
yeah.
Absolute Batman cover coming up. The original for that was, I think, $6,000.
Whew.
That was a fun moment when he saw David's Absolute Batman shirt and he goes like, "That's cool, but this is better," or whatever.
Yes.
That one was rad.
He did.
I got one more to show off. I got both Xander and Gene to do remarks in my absolute top 10, which was cool.
Oh, do you need to show off your Malieve? You got.
Oh, I do have more. I didn't want to be greedy. Let's have Jess go.
Show your Malieve. That's one you've been most proud of. I remember you were making sure that you wanted to get that.
And
I have
then
two things I want to show.
I'll tell you what, Alex Malieve does not like smiling in photos. He looks so unhappy. He looks so unhappy to be in both Jake's and my photo at that point. We were not together.
But he did pose. He did pose, at least, in the photo.
He did, and I will give him this. Like, I was happy to pay for his signature, and since he didn't have change, his guy had gone off, and he didn't know where he went. He said, "Just don't worry about it." And I was like, "I'm happy to pay," and he's like, "No, I can't give you proper change. I'm not going to do that. You enjoy." So, good guy.
honestly, I felt like it wasn't even Alex. Like Alex was cool, but his handler or his whoever that guy was kind of didn't seem that friendly. Like
No handlers on there.
Yeah. I got this. This is an exclusive art piece by our friend Josh Greathouse.
He did a great job with that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so cool.
He did all
And
right.
He gave me a little bonus one because I had joked. I said I want Swamp Thing, but make it like a swimsuit edition.
Of course
But-
he would.
So that one was cool. And I'm very proud. He had his art piece sell for more than he's ever had his art sold before. So that was by our friend Razor Ramen that won that. And then Renee Espon, whose wife is apparently best friends with Scotty Young. Did you guys hear this story? Where
Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that. I'm sorry that I couldn't make Saturday.
his wife texts him a picture, says, "Should I know who this is?" And she's drinking at the bar with Scotty Young. And then they kept bumping into each other all weekend. So yeah, Scotty Young and her are best friends. My Daniel Warren Johnson remark.
That's
I'll tell you
I'm
what, you know
jealous.
what's funny in conversations with Jake as he's planning to pack is like, should I bring this or this? I said, dude, you keep asking me these questions. It's like, this is what you want to bring. This is not what I want to bring. But I was impressed with Jake. He found a way to get pretty much everything outside of a few things in his massively probably overflowing suitcase.
My two regrets is I didn't bring Absolute Dark Knight Returns. And I didn't know that I thought John Romita Jr. was only doing his experience thing. I didn't know he could just have a table. So I didn't bring anything for him, but there's always next year. And then lastly, I got Daredevil by Bendis and Malev was the first omnibus I ever read in high school. And I got a Daredevil remark.
Ooh,
Nice. That looks
Very
great.
cool.
that does look great. What did that? Do you mind if I ask what he charged?
Basically, no one charged for remarks really, except for him. So I came up and I was like, "Hey man, I'd love to get are you doing remarks?" And he asked his handler, he's like, "Are we?" His handler goes, "Oh, not today." And I was like, could I get one if I come back? It was Friday. Could I get, it was early, it was pretty early. And he goes, "Come back, he's like, "Come back tomorrow and I'll do one." And I go, "Cool." So I paid for the signature and I said, "Can I pay for everything together? Like pay for the remark?" And the handler's like, "Oh, I'm not falling for that. I'm not getting tied down. I'm not getting locked in." And I was talking to Alex when I first got there. I go, "Hey, Clover Press just sent me your art book. It's amazing." And he goes, "Oh, did you bring it? I'd love to sign it." And I had to be like, "No, I'm sorry. I came from," and then he immediately was closed off. He was like, "Oh, this guy didn't bring my art book or whatever."
You're not a fan.
Wow.
The remark was 60, which I'm more than happy with. And I thought that was good for 60, you know.
And Dennis was only charging 50 for his too, so I mean,
Yeah.
really reasonable.
Yeah.
So I did like the stuff I had waiting for me on Sunday for from OPB. I got GI Joe came in,
Nice.
and then this honker that should only say really one title. It should not have the first one. It should just say Doom 2099. It should say nothing of the Fantastic Four.
You gotta
Razor,
put Fantastic Four on it.
It has
Four
8
coming out.
issues. That one only has 8 issues in that book.
Yeah, but Doom doesn't have a movie coming out this year.
Yeah, he's got a whole. No, he does. He's
Except
got a
for,
movie
like,
coming out next
Doomsday.
year. It's called Doomsday.
yeah.
But that's not this year though.
Yeah, that's true. And this
Nice.
Wolverine Volume 6. Look at all those Wolvies.
We got our friends saying, "What a lineup, gentlemen!" Just popping in to say hi.
Oh,
And
what
dude,
up?
We're gonna get you a con, man. WonderCon will happen.
Dom is
Uh,
my
but-
man crush.
I really enjoyed having so many of us there, and I look forward to doing all 3 days from here on out, because that, like I said, it was not only cool seeing everyone mostly on Saturday, but I mean I'm with everyone. If we can always try to make something happen during Heroes Con weekend, that's going to be a lot of fun.
I am never driving there again. That was 6 hours of hell driving back.
Especially
It
when
was
you weren't feeling
awful.
well.
Well, that plus traffic was awful. So when I go back, I'm going to fly to Charlotte and just Uber everywhere. Forget my car.
I'll put you up, Jess. Don't worry. Jake's bringing his entire family though next year, so I can't put them all up.
I feel like Jess will need to get a hotel because he'll need to take breaks throughout the day, and it's like a 30-minute Uber back to Chris's house. But Jordan, on the other hand, Jordan can stay.
I had a good.
Hell
The hotel was only a couple minutes walk.
Mhm.
But Jordan, I need to talk to you separately about my
Uh-oh.
problem with my CD/DVD player, and the
Yes.
switcher that it goes into. It's haunted, so I need to talk to you about that.
Okay.
But
we
he
definitely
moved
need to
his
talk about
subwoofer in the corner, and now it sounds rad.
I did, and now
it. Corner loaded it.
yeah, and it's. I'm so glad I did it. Jake insisted, and I'm glad I listened to him.
Yep.
Just want y'all to know that Jess is not an old man. He has a hi-fi setup and
A hi-fi,
and Joe's an audio
absolutely.
expert.
Yeah, man.
It sounded like old man needs help with the TV.
I was about to
Can
say
you hear
it.
my rabbit ears.
I just didn't have
What's
the
a-
subwoofer located
What's a
properly.
CD? You said it's a CD player. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's a round thing that music came off of.
Oh, a
Back-
vinyl.
No,
It's a
8
smaller
track,
one.
No,
8 track.
a wax vinyl.
So I talked to Dan Jurgens a long time, and I told him this book actually made it on to the final Evergreen Superman story. So I'm glad I brought this up, because I told Dan Jurgens that I said it's not only one of the best books you've ever written. I think it's one of the best comic books and most important comic books, because it sets the blueprint for Rebirth Superman.
Mhm.
And Rebirth Superman was done really well. And so I got Scott Hanna and Lee Weeks there, and Dan Jurgens there, and Scott Hanna charged me $20. Nobody else charged me, but
Just for
okay.
the signature?
Yeah, Starling
Yeah.
charges 20 now. If Mike Grell was there because of all his health issues, he's now charging 30 a signature.
Well, I get that with Mike Grell. I'll show two more things. This was I went by the Palmiotti and Connor table, and
They're a nice couple.
yeah, they're great. And Palmiotti did this for me for free, which I thought was cool. And there's Amanda's signature down there. We got to talking, and
Did you buy that from the table or did you bring it?
I brought it.
Nice.
But I'm gonna have some stuff going on with them in the future. I got their handler upset again, and so I love it. And he will.
I've upset
but-
their handler a couple of times too, but they're fine.
Palmiotti definitely wants to show up and do some stuff with me, so I appreciate that.
A little piece of advice: deal through Jimmy. Don't deal through the handler. You get a lot quicker response.
He specifically told the handler when I handed him my business card, pay attention to OmniDog. And the handler scowled at him and goes, okay. And then the surprise of the weekend was that I did not have a book that apparently Chris Balga has, shockingly, Hot and Messy.
I have that. What are you talking about?
What?
I think Chris's version looks bigger.
I said you did have it.
Oh, you did have it. Yeah,
That's the
that's
shock
have it,
that you had this.
I have a few other things.
Mr. Wholesome White Bread America. This is about all I can show you in this book, and it's really
That's true.
cool.
That's about all you really can.
Yeah, that's all I can show you, and it's really cool. I did buy it there, and they both signed it, but I love the remark that, or little facial thing that Amanda did. That's really boss. And
what I love about it, Amanda's art is just it's very poppy. It's very much like her, Darwin Cook. Like they have this kind of timeless kind of style to their art.
Yeah. Oh, can't show you that.
That's my okay. That yeah.
Can't show
Remember,
you that.
we got people here who can't be associated with Hot and Messy comics. So let's not play the classic game of Jess going, I can't show you that, as he's clearly showing all the books to the camera. That's like a classic Jess game where he's like, I definitely can't show you these. And like
that is not true at all. Do not even try to make that up.
James, send it the clips.
There's no clips of my showing the books. I just
I know. Yeah. But sometimes you do like accidentally have it angled in a way that Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Jess, speaking of what you didn't get signed, you didn't get your crowbar signed.
I'm really bummed about that because I did bring it, and I was planning a whole photo shoot with you and me in the crowbar on the floor of the con on Saturday, and I was just feeling too awful. But man, I brought it. I was ready to go. It was great.
Man, that's too bad.
I was bummed.
I'm happy I finally got my world's finest cover with you and Omar, where I'm like posing like Robin.
That's right. I need to post all that stuff in my Discord because that was really funny.
Am I in your Discord? I
don't know. Are you? Yeah, I think you are. You're in the Heroes Con
chat. Maybe.
That's
I don't know.
probably separate. I don't know.
I think you're in the Heroes Con chat.
I'm sure James has sent the link.
Probably.
There's BJ Comics, our dope Discord.
And the OmniDog.
Okay, OmniDog's Discord.
Mm-hmm.
And there's maybe a Brave and the Boys Discord.
Yeah.
There
There it is.
You don't gotta tell James. He's on it, man.
Yeah.
Huh, I was not in here.
Sorry?
Meeting James in person, the man in the chair, was really cool too. James, you are a very nice man.
No, he's not. Opening line, he looks down at me and goes, "You're even shorter than I imagined."
He's greeting me with a big smile.
Everyone looks short next to Bunk. That's not fair.
It's all right, little bro. We all know I'm the taller between the two of us.
You are way shorter, and your body is broken.
Razor, you're in the Discord and not in the Heroes Con chat. I didn't create that chat, so I apologize. We'll make sure you're in it for next year. I didn't. Just random chats pop up.
So BJ will only come on my channel to troll in the chat, but he'll go live with you, wonderful people. I feel played, BJ. Let's solo layout and have him respond to that. Let's put the chat up.
First off, I love you, Sean. No, they put me on the spot. And also, Jake told me I only had to be here for 30 minutes. And so
you can dip out at any time.
Well, good. I'm going to.
BJ, where can they find you?
On the internet. I am at BJ Kicks everywhere. My YouTube channel is called Comics Are Dope. And that's where I'll be. I'll be posting my Heroes recap probably on Monday. I've gotten nothing done since I came back from Heroes besides putting up that IKEA shelf. But yeah, so I got that going on. Other than that, I am taking care of my kids, loving my wife, and reading books occasionally.
Well,
It was great seeing all of you at Heroes. That was probably my favorite part, quite honestly, just seeing all of your faces. Really sad I didn't get to see Jess.
Yeah, I miss seeing you.
Jordan, you got to make the trip next year.
It sounds like it. I'm
To my
jealous.
house to fix
Put
my
it on the
high
company
five.
card.
Yeah, doing on the company card. But yeah, I didn't show all the stuff I got. I honestly don't even remember. People gave me stuff and then I bought stuff. I don't know. IKEA was annoyingly like it took too long to get through. I should have just taken the shortcut to go straight to the little sales floor thing, but I didn't. And I had no idea it was going to take me as long as it did to like just walk through the entire maze of IKEA and then buy the bookshelf. I was late for dinner, but yeah.
Well, dude, thank you for being here. We love having you on. You are always welcome, and
Yep.
you are free to.
I also have to dip. I have my
Jess, where
live
can they find you?
on OmniDog's Vault on YouTube, and then also in my Discord. To the people like Razor Ramen and user Mixaplit right there. I think the chat only can hold 10 people. That's what I saw.
Oh, because I'm over
James-
here like insecure too. I was like, "There's a chat for Heroes Gone without me in it." So,
Yeah, James just said it could only fit 10 people. So next year we'll have to create two different channels in there. In 15 minutes, I have my own collected editions show with comicreleases.com. And it was great seeing Chris and Jake. That was definitely the highlight, was seeing all the YouTube people and all the viewers. And it was great seeing both of you, especially.
As
and Jordan, I look forward to meeting you in person next year after you fix my hi-fi.
Will
Yeah.
do, Jess.
The price of entry.
Yeah.
we love you, buddy. Thanks for being
All
here.
right,
Have a
Jess.
good show.
Thanks a lot.
See you, Jess.
You know what I did find interesting though? That the All Reds gave out these signature cards.
And I
for
didn't get a
this-
single one.
Why? You're supposed to get them.
When it was my turn, they literally had like you had taken all of them, and they didn't write any for me. There was none.
Laura kept on giving them to me and said, "Make sure you take these." I said, "Okay."
And then it was my turn, and they signed like 6 things that I didn't want to say. Can I also have a signature card?
I never asked. That's the thing. I never asked. Laura just said, "Oh, make sure you take these." I said, "Okay," and I did. I wasn't going to. She just doesn't like you, I guess.
Could have given me one.
But
Oh,
Jake
God.
finally helped me, and I just sent him the picture of the Kalax has been. He gave me the advice of what to put in the Kalax, so now all the indies are in the Kalax. And the
Nice.
Spawn figures have been taken out of the box and now on display.
Mhm.
Okay, so we got 15 minutes to speed run this.
Oh, we can
I'm gonna
do
try
this.
something new. So, okay,
We
everyone
don't
take a
need to
deep breath.
speed. You're fine. We don't need to speed.
Hey guys, this is our new intro. Really, Jordan, you just fucked it up. We're doing a new intro because I'm gonna post this as a separate video. So look alive, look ready.
Good luck.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Hey everyone, welcome to the week of July 1st, collected editions, new releases at Organic Price Books. So you can pick up all of these at Organic Price Books and use any of your affiliate codes to save money. But up first, we have Batman Detective Comics Volume 1, Mercy of the Father by Tom Taylor. Wow, you know what? I didn't even know this was a thing. But that shows you that I just stopped buying.
Which part? Which part did you not know was a thing?
I didn't know that there was. I mean, I've
Batman?
just got. Yeah, no, I didn't know that Tom Taylor was on Detective Comics because I'm still back at ROM V. So like, I got a ways to go till I'm here, you know. But you know, I support this. I also made the decision to not buy standard size hardcovers for DC anymore. You know,
Jake, we're
I
supposed
will
to be
buy
selling
the,
books.
Sick.
But
Yeah.
that's for me. That's because I buy them digitally. But if you want them physically, you should support the art. And this is Tom Taylor, who I think writes amazing. And
It's a
Mikhail
good-
Janin.
Killer.
He's weaving a good mystery so far.
So this is good. Up next, another Epic collection. I will say, did they raise the prices on some Epics? Because I felt like when I was putting some of the new Epics in, they were more expensive than I was used to them being.
Yep, Epics
Yeah.
are increasing in price.
So this is good. Have you read this, Chris?
No, I have not.
I mean, it says it's Jack Kirby concludes his tenure. So like, it's Jack Kirby. What more can we say? You know?
Yeah.
Like I said, I love that the epic format is there, and DC has their answer with DC Finest. So.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is awesome. The Devil in Cell Block D. I would argue to say, and this is controversial, this is the best part of this Daredevil run. I think. I still think the whole thing was good, but I think this was the highlight of the Brubaker and Lark run.
Well, it's the beginning of the run too.
Yeah, all downhill from here. But this one, and
it was not. It was good.
This omnibus is out of print, so this is the best way to read The Devil in Cell Block D. Trust me, you do want to have this before you start reading the Bendis run, because otherwise you'll be kicking yourself. Not that this spoils anything, but you know.
There's just a Devil in Cell Block D. That's
Yeah.
all.
That's about it.
This is Jake's
Jordan,
pick of the week.
you don't have this Daredevil run, right?
I do have this Daredevil. This is
No, you
Brubaker?
Yeah,
No.
you don't have Brubaker one. So you just lied to the audience. Tell them you're sorry.
No, I'm good.
I'm sorry
Keep
that
going.
Jake lied for you.
DC
Yeah.
Finest, Wonder Woman, The Legend of Wonder Woman.
This
Is
Jake's
she
pick of the
punching that
week.
girl?
The
That honestly
fish?
looks like when me and Bunk were hanging out, and that's David right there. You know,
Which one's
that's
David?
how David's the one dancing. Chris is the one being responsible. Bunk is the tall monster, and I'm the little girl. That was about
Which
the
one
four
am
of us.
I again?
You're the
You're
responsible
the
Wonder
water.
Woman, and Dave is the one
I'm Wonder
dancing in the
Woman? Okay,
background.
all right.
Yeah.
That is true. Which one is she punching? Yeah, I think the fish monster is following it. It does look like that
Also,
she
she
is punching
looks-
the girl.
She looks angry.
Well, yeah, she doesn't want a monster there.
What exactly are the DC Finest? They are more like the Marvel Epic collections. They're going to be pre-New 52 stories, traditionally in reading order, and so they won't be creator specific, and they will have original coloring. And I miss David. I tried to get David on today. I miss him too.
And here's the other thing too. The DC compacts, that is not a line they're going to be doing any like additional ones than they've already solicited. The purpose of that line is to hook new readers, be a kind of a quick read, so that they go to the Finest line or a trade line or things like that, so that whatever has been solicited is currently what they are planning on for the time being. No new ones are going to be solicited.
Moving on, the Deceased Omnibus. So this
Okay.
one I'm excited for.
Same here. Do we all have this on the way?
Yes,
I think so.
do.
I think mine might arrive today.
I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with the deluxe edition and the other hardcovers. So if someone wants to,
I feel like they will, but they're going to be like spread out, like only a couple a year, and they're not going to be volume 2s. It'll all be volume 1s because they're just trying to hook you. I don't.
Yeah,
the compacts were so successful. I just don't think they'll be pumping them out at the level they've been pumping them out.
no, right now they said they're done for right now.
Yeah, but they didn't say they're done forever.
They're done forever for you, just for you.
The compact are the most cost effective. Finest they're about, you can get it for about, I think, like 30-ish, which I know is more than 10, but that's still less than Marvel's Marvel's Epic collections. Deceased isn't, yeah.
Like you said, it should continue, but it's just a question of what they want to do, because they don't want to also cannibalize their other lines.
Deceased is awesome. You can read it with no prior knowledge. It's an awesome Elseworld story.
It's a happy-go-lucky tale romp through the DC universe with problems whatsoever. They just have scary faces.
Yeah, no one dies.
No one
Death
ever truly
sentence.
lives.
I don't even know what this is.
No, it's a death sentence. That's what it is.
You know, that is what I imagined as a death sentence.
Has anyone read this?
I have not.
No,
Which
but it looks
publisher is it? Do we know that?
cool. I can find out.
Okay, moving on. King Conan.
I know it's this one. This is Titan. I got this one. Titan.
This is the entire DC story, right? There won't be follow-up omnis?
Every single one, including, if you go back, Jake, just one more to make sure. Does it have Hope at the end of the? Yes, if it has Hope, yes. This is everything. Hope was the kind of the another mini series, but I want to say it was a web series at first before they collected it. So yeah, this is everything.
King Conan, I do have this ordered. I figured there'll be less of these than the Savage and the regular Conan, but Josh, I just got my first Conan omnibus.
But Jake, you're breaking the thing. Why are you getting a volume 1? You have to wait till volume 4. That's the jumping on point.
I got Conan volume 5.
All
the
the
King
Conan.
Conans are fun. This is the kind of cheesy with his kid, but fun read. Not my favorite. Which cover is better? I think
Ooh.
I like
like
this one.
I like the DM.
Okay.
The Mightiest
fun.
Monarch.
Now, this is cool. This is Madman, which is Mike Allred's creation. And what's cool about these ones is it doesn't just collect his Frank Einstein stuff. It collects anything creator owned that he did. Some of it recolored for the first time ever by his wife, Laura. So this is awesome. This collects a ton. And it has bonus pinups from the likes of Frank Miller, Jack Kirby, Mobius, Frank Frazetta. I just bought a Frank Frazetta book. Emily, Carroll, and more. So, yeah, you can't go wrong with these. These are cost-effective versions of the we have the library editions, and now they can, all that work, that money was put in to recolor the art and stuff like that has never been recolored. So now you get a better value. This is a must-buy.
It'll be interesting to see how long the library editions stay in print.
Yeah. Josh, I bought the Taschen art of Frank Frazetta. So it'll be the size of one of my big Taschens, but it's all Frank Frazetta art.
Who is Frank Frazetta, Jake?
He's one of the greatest talents, up there with the likes of Mobius, Jack Kirby, and Frank Miller. I don't know. It was between that and H.R. Geiger, and I don't really like aliens. So I thought Frank Frazetta. Josh, is that a cool? What Frank Frazetta book should I start with? The Taschen or one of his older things? I want a Taschen of Mobius art. Give me a Mobius Taschen.
Call Jake and
you don't even know who Mobius is.
I own that one. It's gorgeous, especially since the piece of True Color is amazing. See, I'm a real artist fan.
And any Silver Surfer fan knows that there's only one Silver Surfer best artist, and that would be Kirby Silver Surfer.
You don't like the Mobius one?
I didn't say I didn't like the Mobius one. I just said the true Silver Surfer artist is Kirby.
Taschen Frazetta is all you need. Moving on. Nightwing Volume 1 on with the show. Wow, I didn't know this is coming out already. I heard that this is awesome. I've heard some people say that, like, I thought Tom Taylor was the best Nightwing I've ever read. Some people weren't a fan of it, and they said that this is like the definitive Nightwing for them. I'm excited to read this in one thing. But Dan Waters has some super interesting stories.
It's been okay. Like I really did enjoy Tom Taylor. I wouldn't necessarily say Tom Taylor brought some more lightness and heart into Nightwing, which was good. This one I'm still on the fence about.
Yeah. Now, Strike Force more. The Authority Omnibus, Volume 1.
How about you go back to make sure that some people are watching may want to know about it there, Jake?
Guys, we are about to die. Strike Force. I have no clue what this is. It's Marvel?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Sci-fi sensation of the 80s, baby.
Before my time. The Authority, though, this is rad. We actually just got a compact classic for the Authority, and now this is cool. I like the Absolutes, but if you want it all in one book, this will be perfect before Volume 2 comes out.
Coming. Yeah.
Yep.
And you got choices this week. If you don't want to do the omnibus, go to the next slide there, Jake.
There it is.
This is on the way to me. I'm excited. What? I can't be excited about this?
Jake owning the compact, the omnibus, and the absolute.
I don't have the Omni.
He needs the more complete edition. He's going to get it. You know he's getting it.
I'll order the Omni. I thought the Absolute collects the exact same stuff as the Omni.
You want it to be more complete.
Okay. And this is on the way to me. I think I have this cover, though. Fantastic Four. Because sometimes you don't want to read your Taschen.
Why? Then why have
because
it?
because this collects more. The Taschen is only half this.
But why don't you want to read the Taschen?
The compacts go on next to my bed.
Unless his cats claim it like they claim.
Yeah, because to my cats, the compact classics are Taschens. So, this is, Fantastic Four. We're getting the movie. I'm glad they're actually reprinting this around the time. I saw that horrible, whatchamacallit, the Little Caesars pizza commercial where they had the unfinished CGI monstrosity of this thing. And I'm pretty sure Bang is the same size. But Bang has a lot more heart. Now this, we just got volume 2 up on the website today. This is supposed to be amazing.
It's the size of Hellboy, the colossal Hellboy. The monster
That's
size.
cool.
But it's not that much content, right? It's library size.
No, it's the same size as the monster edition of Hellboy.
Oh wow, I didn't know it collected. I thought it was just a library edition.
No, it's Omar showed it off on the stream and he said it's the same size as Monster Hellboy.
Nice, okay. Well, and we're getting a volume 2 of this.
I mean, it's 33 issues. That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, the creative team: Dan Jurgens, Adam Hughes, Michael Turner, Andy Park, Mark Silvestri, David Finch.
But but here you go. You can't have issue 25, Sorry. It's asking a lot.
Sam and Twitch Compendium 1.
I like Josh. I'm excited for Tomb Raider, but lower what you expect. I don't know if you're expecting. I don't know if any of us were expecting too much.
I'm expecting 2 things, and I hope I'll get them.
But what are those 2 things?
Sam and Twitch Compendium 1. So this is out of the world of Spawn.
Yes, it is. So
Good old
else?
Twitch and Sam.
Much out.
Freaking frack, Sam and Twitch.
Felix
your
and
book
Oscar.
of the week, right?
Yeah, it was a robust week, guys. The Art of Top Cow Legacy.
This will be nice. You got some great artwork in there.
God, how long is it? Okay, this is the last one. The Old Guard, the Immortal. Oh, new library edition by Rucka.
Yeah,
Is it? Okay.
that's not on its way to you. Sorry, it's not for you. It's for Jordan.
It's not for you.
It's Greg Rucka, and that's definitely not for you.
I think I'll start with this digitally.
That's cool.
See if I like it first, because I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm running out of space. I came home from EuroSCon and I had 6 boxes.
See that black thing behind you? You can get rid of that. You don't need that.
Yeah,
Get rid of
You
the
don't even
TV.
use it.
I don't use it. It's because my chair's too uncomfortable to game in. And my gaming friends just broke up, which was sad.
No.
What's up, Jewish Dragons?
Yeah, Jewish Dragons.
Hi, everyone.
It
Great
was
to meet you, Chris, and see you again, Jake.
What's up?
Hell yeah. Well, what's everyone's pick of the week?
Deceased.
Hell yeah.
Chris, you can't pick what I picked.
Yes, you can pick what I pick. I'm nice like that. Jake isn't, though.
Oh, okay. Chris and I picked Deceased. Is that your pick?
Picking Strike Force Moriarty.
This was me and my friends at Waffle House looking at the mistakes we had made that night.
You made a lot of mistakes that night. I see all the pictures.
Hey, they didn't let us take pictures in some of those places.
Yeah, just because there are laws against it.
Oh, no.
And on that note, everyone, remember, you can buy any of these books and more at Organic Price Books. There, if you're buying 1 to 3 books, save $2 with the code BraveBoys, or 5% more. Buying 4 more, you can save 5% with Brave Boys SIT or any of your other affiliate codes. And if you are watching the pre-recorded version of this, not the live version, comment down below what book you're most excited for, and I'll send someone a gift card to OPB. Everyone, keep reading and stay
brave.
Ampersand.
Yay.
Oh, I always do that. I click leave studio instead of in.
kind of shit